Minasan, konnichiwa. Hope everyone's good. I'm feeling a lot better. The joint in my foot still aches a little bit, but compared to what it was a few days ago, it's heaven. I'm very happy now. I can put full body weight on the foot. Hits a tiny bit to bend it completely upwards, but I can bend it downwards. Not much pain at all. So, awesome sauce. Anyway, I got a new little accessory for my slingshot. Some of you know I tend to just get some old fishing weights, cut them up and then hammer them into ball shapes. They don't come out perfect, but they do work. But decided to buy a lead mould. I am going to do some slingshot hunting, but I am going to limit myself a lot as far as eating meat goes because of the gout. I think one rabbit every 2 weeks. I should be fine. Like I said before, I can have 2 or 3 ounces of fish a week. So I can still eat meat. I'm going to do a lot of target shooting though, so I might do some videos on that. And yeah, as far as hunting goes, I am going to do some hunting, but like I say, I'm going to limit it to about 2 rabbits a week. Sorry, yeah, 1 rabbit every 2 weeks. Anyway, I'm rambling on. So I went on eBay, and for £10, I picked up a 10mm ball mould. It's 1 round. It's made out of aluminium. Should work. Haven't tried it out yet though. Seems pretty solid. Paid £10 for it. And it comes with these clamps which have a really good strong spring in them. So that should work well. And I'm just going to use some fishing weights. I've still got wires on the end, but that shouldn't matter. The wires are made out of stainless steel, so, well, they're not stainless steel. They've got rust on them. They're made out of a material that's higher melting temperature than the lead, so shouldn't have any issue with that. Going to the garden, let's try this thing out. That didn't go as planned. I lost some footage. I was planning on waiting for the leads to completely melt, and then I was just going to switch the camera on, show the lead being poured into the mould, wait a few seconds, open the mould, get the new balls out, and then rinse and repeat. And then cutting the balls free from the excess lead from the mould. But it didn't go that way. Didn't take that long to make all these. So 10-15 minutes and I made 32 balls. Plus these. This is what they look like when they come out the mould. Got another 9 balls here to cut free. So it doesn't take that long to make quite a bit of slingshot ammunition. Like I say, these are 10mm. You get 9 per casting. So far, another thing, I don't know why I didn't buy sooner. It's a hell of a lot quicker than cutting up a fishing lead and hammering it into a ball shape. A lot more efficient, like I say. It'd probably take us an hour, hour and a half, something like that, to make the same amount of ammunition cutting and hammering fishing leads. This is much easier. Great item for a bug out bag. If you're like me and you think the slingshot's one of the best survival hunting tools out there. This is very lightweight, it's aluminium. It's very small. You get 9 rounds per moulding. You pack it like that in the bag. It's very thin. Takes up very little space. So, great item. Very happy with it. £10 from eBay. I'll put a link in the description. I think they also come in a 12 and 16mm. I think the 12mm comes in 9 balls per cast. And the 16 comes in 8, I think. But I'll put a link in the description for that. And like I say, it also comes with clamps, which is very handy. It's quite easy to get these off as well. Just if you... I just use an old pair of secateurs. Also, I won't use the fancy expensive ones. Just some cheap crap. And just to be a bit of a safety Sally, obviously. Always do it outdoors. If you're going to handle lead for long periods of time, wear some latex or vinyl gloves. Because you can get lead poisoning just by handling lead. And if you want to be extra sissy about the safety, wear an appropriate mask if you're going to be hanging around. One thing I will have to check though in the future, I was using the Swedish military stove to heat up the pot to melt the lead, and obviously that kicks up a lot of soot, and some of the soot's getting into the lead. You can see here some pitting. That's actual soot that's getting in there. But yeah, I think in future I'll just use the Robin stove and burn some wood. And that's just fresh cut. Could fire it like that. I'll just take a pair of pliers and go over the cast marks to round it off better. But like I say, no time at all. About 32 before, plus another 9 now. 15-20 minutes. Highly recommend these. It also works out a lot cheaper instead of buying lead balls. Obviously you can take that and just cut it into sections and throw it back into the pot. You get a hell of a lot of balls. It's actually quite addictive. I would have made more, but it was starting to get dark. And obviously messing around with molten lead in the dark isn't really a good idea. But anyway, that's the round one. Like I say, I'll put a link in the description for it. Got it on eBay, $10. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Sayonara.